I haven't done an original tag in so long, so I'm very happy to be doing this. Hello everybody, my name is Danny and welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing the Under the Covers book tag, and I have created this myself, and it is all about books underneath their dust jackets. I apologize in advance for any scampering sounds or toy things you might hear in the background. My cats are going crazy right now. Hopefully it's not too loud. But basically there are 9 questions and they are all about what's underneath the dust jacket of a book. So I'm gonna get right into them. Question number 1 is a book where the hardcover underneath the dust jacket has the same design as the dust jacket itself. For that, I'm going with Ink Death by Cornelia Funk. So it's got this really cool skull and plants and moths. And then when you take off the dust jacket, it's the exact same thing. So I don't know why there is a dust jacket, except for probably just the summary and everything, but it's the same underneath. The next one is to find a book where the hardcover underneath has a different design than the dust jacket, but it's not just a plain color, it still has some sort of illustration, and for that I am going with Paranorman by Elizabeth Cody Kimmel. I don't know why I didn't remember that, but it's got this scene of Norman here in the forest and all these ghost hands coming down, but when you open it up, it's got this really cool red design of this girl laying under the tree and all the stars and symbols above her. I love this hardcover so much. The third question is a book where the hardcover has a design or image embossed into it, and I have Reckless by Cornelia Funk here. When you open it up, it's got these they look like butterflies to me, but knowing the story, they're supposed to be moths, and they're this really pretty silver, and I think it's so cute, so simple, but adds a nice little touch to the hardcover. And similarly, the fourth question is to find a book with words embossed on the hardcover, and so I have pulled Everything on It by Shel Silverstein, and honestly all 3 of my Shel Silverstein books have this. It's this one, A Light in the Attic, and Where the Sidewalk Ends. When you look at the hardcovers, they have his signature embossed, which I think is super fun. Stepping away from things having to do with the front of the hardcovers, the next question is a book with your favorite end papers, and for that I'm going with The Hazelwood by Melissa Albert. This is, I think, a special edition from Owl Crate or something. Yeah, it was Owl Crate. I didn't get Owl Crate, I bought this at a secondhand shop, but the end papers are really pretty floral design that I just absolutely adore, and so that's why I went with that for this question. Question 6 is a book where you lost the dust jacket, and I have The Red Pyramid by Rick Riordan. I can assure you that is in fact what this book is. I don't know what happened to the dust jacket. I'm pretty sure that I bought this when it first came out, so let's check the copyright page. 2010, so over a decade ago. I don't know what happened to the dust jacket. It was just gone one day. And if you're wondering why I didn't pick any of my Ranger's Apprentice books, even though books 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6 don't have dust jackets, it's because I did not lose the dust jackets for those ones. My brother did, because he owned them before me, and I guess he just threw them out or something, and then passed them on to me. So the other ones all have dust jackets because I bought them myself, but those ones don't. This is the only book where I personally have lost the dust jacket for. Next is a book with an unexpected color under the dust jacket, and for that I am going with Kith and Kin by Marika Nijkamp. And looking at this, I would have assumed it would have been a gray hardback, maybe black, but it's actually bright blue, very, very light, which, I mean, based on the cover, I think blue fits, but I just wasn't expecting that vibrant of a light blue. For our second to last question, it is to find a book with a almost neon bright hardcover underneath the dust jacket, and I am going with Blood Like Magic by Lizelle Sambury, which first of all has these gorgeous pinks and purples on the dust jacket, and then when you go underneath, it is a bright pink with a purple spine, and I just think it's absolutely gorgeous, and I love how it matches the dust jacket. I think that's really cool and absolutely beautiful. And finally, the last question is a little bit subjective. It is to pick a book with a weird dust jacket. And you can define weird however you want. I know sometimes books have dust jackets that have like a little cutout in it or like a weird texture to it, anything like that. I am going with Permanent Record by Mary H.K. Choi, and the reason I'm considering this weird is because, first of all, it's like a different kind of plastic kind of feel, like it's very slippery, but then it's also like mostly clear, which is really weird. It's just this guy's face and like the title and stuff, and then underneath it reveals like a slightly different image to what's on the dust jacket, which is really cool but really weird. And those are all of the questions. And as a little bonus, I am challenging anyone who does this tag to make either a rainbow, or if you want something a little bit easier, a gradient with book covers or book spines underneath the dust jackets. So for the rainbow, just red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. And for the gradient, white, gray, and black. Much simpler. You can choose which one you want to do. You don't have to do either of them. I'm going to do both because it's my tag and I feel like I should set a precedent. So I'm going to stop recording for a minute to go get my books together. I will be right back. Okay, friends, I am back and I have my rainbow stack. And it's heavy. I always underestimate how heavy a stack of hardcovers is going to be. Ooh, I am gonna drop it. So the red is How We Fall Apart by Katie Zhao. The orange is The Ruins of Gorlan by John Flanagan. Yellow is Dealing in Dreams by Lillian Rivera. Green is The Witch King by H.E. Edgman. Blue is Daughter of the Deep by Rick Riordan. And purple is The Wizards of Once by Cressida Cowell. I love how this looks, and I especially love the variation in colors on spines for the title text. I think it looks so good. I'm gonna put this down now and move it over to the side so I can show you my grayscale. And still very hard to carry because it is a bunch of thick books. So for the white one, I have picked Roar by Cora Carmack, which is the only white hardcover I could find. I'm pretty sure I don't own any more, which is weird. Gray is The Key of Arcandus by Lauren N. Sefcik. And then the black one is Odin's Child by Siri Pedersen, which is interesting because it has a white dust jacket, whereas Roar has a very dark dust jacket, so it's kind of interesting that the hardcovers underneath are switched, but this is my grayscale stack. So that is everything from me. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'm not going to tag anyone specifically because I don't know who has a lot of books, who has not enough to do this kind of tag, who probably has more paperback and wouldn't be able to do this. I don't know these kinds of things, so I'm not gonna tag anyone specifically, but please, if you want to do this, do it. I would love to see other people do my tag and just take a look at the books underneath the dust jackets, because I think sometimes they are absolutely gorgeous and a nice surprise. It's like opening a present on Christmas Day.